Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I am your girl Kayon, Aldria. Thank you so much for stopping by. Mwah, mwah. Thank you. If you don't know, on this channel I do things like life in Canada. I do vlogs every now and then, right? And I also talk about what it is like moving to Canada, what are some of the things you can expect, and how you can tackle this new country and win. Like, I won't say there won't be struggles, there might be, but struggles are different for everyone, because while you might have a good job and you get good money, there are other struggles like finding a community and not being lonely, especially when it's the winter time coming around. So yeah, but without further ado, let's get into this video and talk about how you can avoid being scammed when looking to move to Canada. Please don't forget to like, share, and comment. Tell me what you think about these things. Have you ever looked into this before? Did you know you were being scammed? Number one, the first thing how to avoid being scammed is ding ding ding, immigration consultants. Like, before you even decide to go with an immigration consultant, the first thing you need to ask yourself, how do I know this person is registered to be an immigration consultant? And to know this, you can go on the Government of Canada website, type in their license number, their name, and you will find them, and it will tell you whether or not the person is active or not. So before you even pay your money for an immigration consultant, ensure the person is licensed. And here's a tip or a trick that many businesses are using. Like, they be like, oh, we're the business, but we have consultants who are licensed, but I am the person who first deal with your application, then I'll send it over to another person who will do the necessary checks to ensure you qualify for express entry, right? No. That is a red flag. That is a red flag. Anybody that you're going to be talking about your finances, your career and the future with in terms of coming to Canada must be the person who is registered. Do not pay your money to any company who tell you, oh, we have persons who work here and they are licensed. No. It's best to deal with a consultant one-to-one, not through someone else. That no. Red flag. Do not. You will be scammed. You will be scammed. The next thing is how many persons are scammed about moving to Canada. False expectations. Yes, I said it. False expectations. So, okay, fine. Maybe you have an immigration consultant that you have verified that is registered, right? And you can go ahead. But the thing that many of you don't realize is that they are scamming you with some false expectations. Not only immigration consultants, friends and family are scamming you with some false expectations. Yeah, I said it. Friends and family, immigration consultant, lawyers are scamming you with some false expectations. Like, seriously. And you gotta be careful too of TikTok, Instagram, and even YouTube. Like, you see these things, right? I'm gonna tell you some of the things that they scam you with. They say, oh, don't worry, when you come to Canada and you go to school, when you're finished, oh, you'll get a job and then you'll be on your way to gaining experience for a PR. You know? Yeah, sure. But then, you want to know the problem with that, or what many of you don't look into the fine prints? What are the criteria that you need to actually finish school, get a job in your knock or the code that you need to. Many of you just jump at it. Okay, I just need to get into a school. No, that's not how it works. You need to get into a DLI, a designated learning institution, and every province has the list of schools that are designated learning institutions. It's on the Government of Canada website, and then you take this, you jump at this, say, okay, once I get into a school and then finish, I can get a job in the knock. Because, you know, they go again, oh, your knock is in high demand. Yes, again, it can be false expectation, because even if your knock is you're in a field that is in high demand, nobody is guaranteed that, hey, when I finish I'll get a job. It is not guaranteed. So be careful of being scammed. This girl was telling me how she came to Canada, and they told her that she would get a job in her knock, and they showed her how many jobs were available, right? But she had been trying and she still could not get a job. And she said she think one of the problems was that her language criteria, but she made it clear that they told her so well that, oh my god, jobs are easy to get, enough worry, you don't have to worry about that, you'll get jobs. Not saying you won't, not saying that some jobs aren't easy to get, but please take everything with a grain of salt, because when you don't, then you're of the belief that when you come here, this is what's going to happen, and then it doesn't work out like that, and then you're the one who end up feeling sad and feel like you've been scammed. Okay, just be careful. Another false expectation is that they tell you, oh, when you finish school, you get the 1 year experience, you'll be eligible for CEC class, and then you can get PR quickly, easily. Like, there are so many different ways to get PR quick, that's true, but everything there's a criteria, there's a way how to do it, there's a way how to get through. It's not as easy as some of them make it seem, like, oh, you just reach and grab. It's not that easy. Like, there is a way there. I won't lie, when compared to some other countries like the United States or maybe UK, it is more achievable. Forget what I'm saying. Right, but just be careful. I'm just trying to tell you, be prepared. Do not, when it comes to false expectations, yes, hope for it, because everything is possible when you have faith and you believe. Everything, there's nothing good that God will withhold from you when you have faith and believe. But also plan for the worst. Also have contingency plans. This is a part of it. Do not be scammed into believing that everything is just fairy tales. It is not. Okay, it is not. Number 3, the third thing, oh my god, this one hits home. And I'm gonna put it like this: research matters. Immigration consultants, when they are selling you on, we do the application for you, it's okay, you just pay this certain amount of money and we'll do it, everything's gonna be fine. We've done it for so many other people. We have a track record of maybe 80 or 90%, yada yada yada. This again can be another scam. Like, I know you want to come to Canada, you want to change your life, but even if you're going to use an immigration consultant or someone to help you with your application, I'm going to say this. I say it a million times on my channel. Be ye careful. Ensure you do your own research. Ensure you do your own research, because it doesn't matter how many jobs might be in demand in a province. Also, yes, that the only thing that does for you is give you a higher probability that okay, you will get something, but nothing is written in stone, nothing is certain. And therefore what immigration consultants try to do is to play on your fear of rejection, right? That okay, if you do it by yourself, you might leave out something and then they might reject you just for that, right? But if you actually sit, research your own information, know what you need for the process, then they really cannot play on that fear. They really cannot play on the fear that of rejection, but they try to play on your fear of rejection. They try to tell you things of what they can do there. You know, they try to show their stats of how many persons they have helped, but the truth is, if you're going to use an immigration consultant, nothing is wrong with that. I use an immigration consultant, but ensure you research. Ensure you know what you want, right? Ensure you know the process. So it's not like, oh, they're just asking for you to do this. Ask why you are doing this. Ask why you are paying for this. Ensure you know the entire process, because at the end of the day, when you reach Canada and you go to that immigration officer and he asks you whatever he wants to ask you from the application, honey, you better know. Because if you don't know, they'll send you back home if it seems like you're lying. So ensure you know everything that is being put in your application. Ensure you know why you are submitting this amount of funds, why you need to explain. Ensure you know what you are telling them regarding your funds or whatever, because that's what they should be helping you with. That's very important. And another thing where I want to say, ensure you know, and it can be a scam, especially when you use an immigration consultant and they did everything for you and tell you what to do and what to say when you reach the officer and you get in the country. It's a slippery slope, because remember, many persons who are coming here for PR. You're going to have to do this again when it's time for you to reapply for maybe express entry. Are you going to run to an immigration consultant again and pay them up, because they're going to charge way more money at this point? So you have to ensure you know the process, and you have to ensure that when you're here, you keep watching the news, keep being updated on the current events and what's going on. Do not be scammed by immigration by driving fear into you that you're going to be rejected, or oh, you have to do this pathway. Knowledge is power. Know what is best for you. Know what is best for you. I've seen students who come here from Jamaica also, and then they say, oh, this company they went with told them, oh, come to this school, it is a good program, when you're finished you will get jobs while going to school, so you don't have to worry about that. Lies from the pit of hell, because we all know when you come here, you depend on your own. You, God, and your family, or whoever I support you depend on your own. So don't make nobody tell you blah blah blah. Yeah, listen, you know, but listen. I always say listen, but take everything with a grain of salt. Even me I talk to you now, listen, take everything with a grain of salt. Know what fit for you and what don't fit for you. Ooh. My birds. The last thing I want to talk about being aware and don't fall into the trick of getting scammed by persons, is when it comes to your career. We've seen it, we've heard of it time and time again. So you're in maybe back home you were a manager or a senior in your field. When you come here, please be prepared. Worst case, like I said, you have to plan for worst case. Be prepared to start from scratch. And there are many persons now who are telling you like to be prepared, and then some of you be like, oh no, I have to start back over. Not saying that everyone will. I wish you the best, and I pray you find something good and you start above the rest, because up we go, not under or not below or back from scratch, right? We're starting above. But be prepared just in case. Just in case. I don't know if it's because I'm an engineer, why I always say have a contingency plan. Like, just in case you can't start back as a manager, be ready to humble yourself enough to start from beginning. And I know many persons say, oh, do a certain certificate and then, maybe you will get a good job. I am here to tell you, brothers and sisters, I am here to tell you, you see this Canada? This Canada, all of us here are educated. Ain't nobody who don't have education or have some form of certificate. So all you who come here with your big PMI certificate, project management certificate, or your big CPA certificate if you're in accounting, or your big CHPR, I think it is for HR, that one, right? And you think, oh, the school said after doing this certificate I'll be able to get this money. You and your certificate and the whole 50 other people will have the same certificate in a competition for that one top job. Okay? So at the end of the day, you might need to consider starting, like just doing something. It can be 3-6 months, like starting at the entry level and apply until you get what you want. Just don't give up. A lot of people, they come and they try and then they are rejected, and then they find something that pays well, because trust me, there are so many opportunities here for real though, where if something isn't working out, then you go in something else and then you completely forget about your regular thing that you really wanted and start doing something else. Instead of going to do something else where you're just living to pay the bills, and yes, you still have a little money left, ensure that what you're doing is something that you dreamt of doing when coming here. At the end of the day, maybe the pathway might change, but the goal is the same. So whatever certificate you need to get, or you do have and then you realize it's not working out, find out what next you need to get in the room where you need to get at. Get what I'm saying? Don't give up. Because many persons, I see people telling, oh, you just need a certificate and then you'll get this. The certificate is one thing, but please do not come here thinking because you have this certificate you're going to get that opportunity. Probably going to take a little longer time, because they're going to say, oh, we need someone with at least this amount of certificate. And that's what I think many of us forget to realize, that hey, Canada is seeking educated people. All of us are educated. So don't think that because you have this certificate or this degree, it matters. No. I've seen persons who don't even have a degree, right? They don't have a degree, but they have certificate and years of experience in Canada or the US, get positions over persons who have masters and degree and bachelors. So certificates are important, but sometimes even having these certification, you really need to know how to sell yourself and how to find the right opportunities. Canada is huge, and for that, and Canada is seeking educated people. So you gotta know that when you come here and you have this degree or that certification, you need to figure out how you're going to set yourself apart from the rest. You come here with false expectations, thinking that you're going to get career progression. Also, maybe you try to use an immigration consultant that you found out wasn't registered. That one is a big blah scam. Language barrier. You think that, okay, I'll being in the environment, I'll learn the language. Why there are scams is because you have this expectation that things will go a certain way, and then when you're here it doesn't, and you were so sold on yes, this is what it's like, yes, but then when you're in the situation you realize, oh my god, I was fooled. Because I hear people say it all the time, it is nothing like I expected. And it's the same way, and it's a scam, because a lot of times persons ask me the question, do you regret moving to Canada? And I think the reason why people ask if you regret it or not is because they are afraid to move and regret it. And then everyone always say, no, I don't regret it. Or many people be like, no, they don't regret it, right? But maybe that is a scam. Maybe a lot of us who are saying, no, we don't regret it, is because in truth and in fact, we can't move back home. Shame and a load, but it broke neck. Like, where I go? Right? So you're gonna make it here. So just be careful with all this that looks like it glitters and it's gold. If you know yourself, know what you can and cannot manage, because Canada will break you before it makes you. You gotta be prepared for the valley before you can go on the mountain, and that's just the truth. That's why it's a scam. It's a scam because nobody really shows some of the things that can happen. Like, you hear people say ambition will make you lose your mental health. Canada will make that happen to you. But may I tell you, if you're up for the drive, if you're up for it and ready to take on the challenges and ready for going to the unexpected, it's like, let me give you an example. You know you can't swim, but you got deep sea, to go up on catamaran cruise to enjoy niceness, right? And I would have like you out there and you know your enemy might throw you off in the sea, but you can't swim to save your life, right? But that's a fear, you know. But I said, boy, if not gonna do that, man, we good. If not gonna do, yeah, hope that not gonna happen to you. But when you actually reach out there, it will literally take you and throw you off of the boat. You didn't know so that something what could happen, because I know you hear about all these negative sides, but then at the same time, you're still holding on to the positive, which is right. Hold on to the positive, because God not give more than you can bear. But yeah, I'm sure you're out in the sea, and you're in the sea now, and when you're in the sea now, you're like, shit, I gotta learn to swim. And that's when you learn to swim. So that's what Canada is like. Don't let nobody scam you into believing these false. You know, you're getting your hopes up and then you have all these expectations. Like some of them I didn't even list. Like instead of dolls doing, oh, my apartment tour, yay. But then when you get here, you realize, say, you can't live in an apartment because apartment too expensive. You have to take up basement. You know what I mean? Me live in a basement, by the way. Nothing wrong with basement. It's a start. It's starting over. If you're prepared to start, nothing is wrong. We can do it. You can do it. I know I can. I've been doing it, right? So that's an example of a false expectations. And then you come here and then you're sad, and then you feel like you were lied to and scammed of how much money you spend. Right? Because then you're going to feel like you were scammed because you spent so much money to get here, and that's why all of these things feels like a scam when it's not working like how you planned it or how they sold it to you. The false expectations that you place on yourself, the career progression, then you start having language barriers. Then at the end of the day, on top of that, maybe you tried and your IRCC consultant is not registered, you know, then everything's that. It's a lot of money. Sometimes I always hear my granny say, it pays to learn. Either you sit and watch these videos, you ask me questions that you want to know, I'll tell you them. I'll tell you as long as I can and it's not too personal. Right? I'll answer you. That's why I have this YouTube channel. Remember, guys. So if you have your questions, ask me them. I'm thinking to start doing something on TikTok, like a live, and maybe trying to answer some of these questions, because I realize some of these questions I can't make videos around. So I might need to do that, and I'll tell you more about that. But ask me, because that's what this channel is about. I took a risk, but I calculated my risk. You want to make the move, but you don't know how. You don't know how you're going to survive. You don't know what to expect. All of them type of things there. And this is why I said, okay, let me put myself out there, so that whatever question, somebody will make the move, I can share it with you as I go through it. So I wish you all the best on your journey, and just be prepared. Knowledge is power, especially in this country. You gotta do your own research, you gotta know your own facts, and you gotta know your own proof. All the best to you on your journey. Don't be afraid to reach out to me. Don't be afraid to send me an email. Don't be afraid to comment. Maybe if you don't want to comment because you don't want your co-worker to see your business, send me the email, man, or DM me. But all the best to you on your journey. And if you were scammed in coming to Canada, but now you start seeing things differently, that's okay. Try again. Start anew. All the best. Walk good. Bye.